Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to DK64Randomizer.com Season 3 tournament. We're in Losers Top 6. Two of our finest to have made it this far. Charles Jarls versus Barry. Winner advances. Moves on to Losers semifinals. It's gonna be a good one. These guys are very quick. I know they're very quick because they both beat me. How dare they, first of all. But nevertheless, I am LaRock. I'll be in the mic for you today, and I'm joined by one Spike. How you doing, Chief?
Morning, doing pretty good. How are we going today?
I'm doing great. Doing great. Knowing that one of them will claim vengeance for me is good. Even though the other one also knocked me out. Not important. One of them will claim vengeance in my name. That's pretty great news.
I mean, one of them also knocked me out, so, yeah, I feel you then. So there might be a little bit of bias by the commentators today. I will do my best to not be biased. But,
none whatsoever. None whatsoever.
But...
That said, if we could give them the worst start of all time, let's do that. Let's, have a look at our start here. After that, there we go. It's not great, I'll tell you what.
Like, you get the potential good for blunts, mostly for K-Rule side of things, but, like...
Yep.
Sniper, Sprint, Chunky Tiny, it's the start of all time.
It's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Blast is like the only saving grace here. You might even get weird scenarios where because you have Sprint, you see the Sprint cage, you're like, wow, something good is in there. But then you can't do it because you don't have a way to do it. You don't have Lanky or DK to, like, cheat it out of logic or anything.
No.
Just...
It's awful. It's awful. We also don't know when we're getting Lanky, we don't know when we're getting Trombone, and we don't know when we're getting access to Rabbit Race. Like, who knows?
At the end of the day, though, a start's a start. All this stuff is pretty much randomly assigned to you, so who knows? You gotta be on the lookout for an unhinted DK phase at the end because we start with everything for it, that being Blast. But besides that, you just kind of gotta roll with the punches. Maybe we'll find a gun to make use of Sniper, maybe we'll find Castle. Maybe we'll just find the moves we need early anyway, and life goes on. My guess is that.
Yeah, most likely. It also depends on what our early level layout is. Like, if we see an early forest, then hopefully we're finding an early gun. Otherwise, yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be rough.
And these guys are looking to move on into the bracket. They would move into Losers semifinals, where the winner of this match gets Connor75, Season 2 champion. So it's not getting any easier from here, that's for sure. Gotta keep pressing. Don't slow down.
But being in top 6 is still absolutely impressive. Like, the loser of this is getting 5th, which, considering the people that have been in this tourney, considering the times a lot of people have been getting, this is crazy.
For all the times we for all the players that entered, we filled out 2 whole 32-man brackets. 64 qualified to a bracket stage at some point. We had more than that participate in a qualifier. Tons of people in this. Only the top 32 made this main bracket. It is a long road to the top 6, that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
But they don't want to end it here.
Didn't we almost get 100 people qualify? Oh, again, to qualifiers?
That's crazy. I don't know. We were getting qualifiers with like 50 people in them, and I was like, oh my lord. It's wild. Wild indeed, but wild is what we're about to get here, as they are about to kick off. Timer should be rolling any minute now, about 15 seconds out. Brace for impact. Get your last predictions in, and pray for the bean, or whatever it is you so desire to worship. We're non-denominational.
Also get those bingo cards ready. Everyone, hopefully get a good luck with bingo cards. But we're off. I guess we're going to see some early chores. Everyone's got a bunch of early chores, early sphere zeros to do, so we're just going to be peeking all of those.
Do you think the opener has evolved yet? I feel like you just have to do everything in some random order, but is there like an order of operations that's like marginally better than any other? I don't know if you have any idea.
I missed all of those hints. I hope you got them.
I got them both. We're good.
Good. Oh, here we go. They're on Barry's then.
Wait, I didn't see the second page of them. Dude.
Hideout Helm has a potion.
Oh, that's... Alright, well, I'm sure that won't be a problem. There's the second page. That's
yeah,
good.
surely not, surely not.
Crime Isle has 2 potions. That's interesting. Is that a Japes level 2? Yeah, we're getting information overload. This is the classic. This is the classic problem with the opener, is that you get so much information early that it's just a problem for, like, us specifically, not them. They're handling the information just fine. You move as fast as you can, right? Nothing in the sprint cage, so we'll take that. Nothing really.
And the thing is, as well, all the hints that you receive early on, it's like it's often an information overload, but in reality, you're often just going to be doing the same things anyways, because, oh, you get told, oh, you have a foolish hillside. Oh, does that mean you're not going hillside? No, of course you're going hillside. There's a shop, there's a bunch of GBs, colored bananas. Early on, you're kind of just doing a lot of it anyways. But it's also nice to know if we get a vanilla com check. That would be a good info for Japes.
The highlight of our hints right now is that we got Japes level 2, and we got Japes Cranky Shared hinted at a Galleon level 1. Is that really that interesting? I don't know how much Japes cost, but Japes cost 3, so you could run that way. Charles might just, like, grab this Kasplat and then bail. Punch.
With a Primate Punch, definitely.
Punch doesn't really get you anything in Japes, but it gets you something in Galleon, so that actually makes Galleon a little more interesting here, but opting to go Japes. We got 2 critical hints out of Japes. We got Japes, or Donkey is found in Japes by Chunky, so it's possible that, like, the Diddy Cage has DK and we can pick him up. That's, like, the only thing we can do with Chunky, really. As well as the Japes Cranky Shared, which might be, like, Barrels, which could get us in the Boulder, which would be pretty good. A little bit tough to project that this early, though. Remains to be seen. Charles is going to charge into Japes and try and bank on just hitting on that info.
Yeah, which there's not many. There are some chunky checks that you cannot get at the moment, but most of them are tied down to one item. So worst comes to worst, you don't find DK now, you at least know where to go next.
Ooh, 4 GBs. So we actually get our level. We get our 4 GB hint pack here. Pretty solid info here.
I cooked too hard early on with Rabbit Race. We do not have our trader seed.
Oh, unlucky. Unlucky. Good try. Japes has key 2, though, which means it's, like, almost certainly the correct play. Galleon is not looking any interesting at all right now.
Oh, 100%.
The base Kasplat, the Kasplat at the base of production is way to hoard. So we'll need Factory and then Cave Shops. Key 7, Key 8, and a Lanky K roll. So we have a Lanky K roll hint and a Diddy K roll hint. We know 2 phases. Don't know what the third is. Could be the mythical unhinted donkey phase. That's a tragedy, but...
Oh, okay.
Ooh, that is not a great DK location. Honestly, that's as bad as it gets. We need 2 moves.
Yeah. On the bright side, peekable, you at least know.
Yeah, that's nice. That's why he checked it even. Like, Chunky in Japes is being hinted. It's worth a look for sure.
Now, something to note as well, we already have an early game deviation. We've only just started, and we already have both the 2 runners going to 2 different levels, which I assume Barry was interested because of finding Primate Punch.
Oh, this is horrendous. A cop with no way to kill it next to an explosive barrel, so you have to be very careful on your opportunities. There he comes! Oh, we got through!
Wow!
That's impressive.
Wow!
That cop was playing, like, #1 cop on the Force defense there, and Barry snuck through anyway. That's some technology there. Donkey Diddy Helm. The information is flowing in. What an absolute beast. I'm scanning my bingo card for anything, but I'm already lost. Unlucky.
Yeah, I'm not seeing much at the moment.
It's rough. Alright, here we go. Hillside action. Oh, but a yellow vial is not what we want to see right now, because DK is so buried. Oh, well, okay, maybe we do need that, because we certainly need bongos for Helm.
And there's a red vial. Okay. Well, we have a Diddy K rule, so any red vial we find is potentially great. So that's scary.
It's very high quality right here. So Stormy Tunnel being hinted at Key 2 means that, like, this Kasplat basically has to have Key 2, I think. Or, well, I guess either Kasplat has Key 2. One of them has it, for sure. There we go. Okay, good, it's Key 2. I was kind of hoping that was, like, Key 4 just to jump scare me, but... no such luck.
Well, the thing is, if none of them were Key 2, then you're guaranteed to be finding Feather and Hunky and Coconut on the first 2 levels, which is very unlikely from Galleon being level 2, so it kind of had to be that.
Galleon level 2 and no Diddy, so that's a pretty substantial hindrance. Not having the shipyard shops to work with. I have a problem. Oh, there was definitely a vial in the tiny cage. What was that?
Yeah, I couldn't see the color there.
Nope. Any knowers? I'm sure our...
Oh, 9 coins in a level 1. What?
Oh, that's horrible. Coins are
surprisingly...
surprisingly hard to come by in Japes for being level 1, unless you're like exactly DK. That is definitely tragic.
How do you get that? Oh, I guess you have to go to level 3 to get those coins. Oh, that's rough.
Okay, James Hillside, Key 7, Key 8, Lanky K roll. We can tentatively pencil that in as bongos, but that also just might be the... Either... They're calling it purple. For Tiny's cage. I mean, that could be like one of 3 things, but like we can like lightly pencil in bongos for now. Ooh, factory level 3 is really interesting with punch though. Definitely love that.
Oh, yeah.
Factory metal wards have 1 potion. There's something there. Don't know what it is.
Well, that means we can pencil in cave shops for Path to Trombone at least.
Here's a really interesting one. Caves Helm lobbies on the path to Key 7 and Lanky K roll. That's not barrels. That cannot be barrels. That must be pointing to Trombone. Because we do not have a Caves through Helm lobby. We don't have a Caves, Castle, or Helm in the first 3 levels. So that is definitely... Okay, I guess it could be on level 4 lobby, but that would be kind of awkward.
I didn't think about that. Okay.
It is more likely pointing to Trombone at this point, just by probability at this point, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Make of that what you will.
Well, I guess once we find diving, we'll see. Diving very well could be the very expensive item in Jake shops, but we have factory. Factory, you get like 20 coins. I'm sure it's not a problem.
Yeah, plus, like, you've seen a lot of stuff in Japes. You know you're coming back here anyway, so it's not too bad to leave for now. Even if it is diving, I mean, factory doesn't need diving at all for, like, anything besides bonus barrels, so you're not even, like, missing anything by leaving it behind. I mean, shoot, there might not even be 9 coins logically available for you, which is crazy. Alright, Vine swinging away the Horde there. No surprise. We'll take it. What else might we find in production, perhaps? We have action and testing, Key 8 and DDK rules, so that could be guitar. Or rocket. Oh, rocket barrel actually is better, but...
Could also be coconut gun.
Oh boy. Yeah. Oh. I think coconut gun might be on the path to more stuff.
Oh yeah, that is true. I forgot there was a purple vial.
Yeah, there's the purple vial, there's the red vial. Plus Hillside could be... That could be what the Hillside check is referring to. That could be a coconut item. It might be bongos. We know bongos is on the path to Key 8. Problem is there's no bongos checks in Caves through Helm lobby, so there's nothing that lines up there.
That is true.
Welcome to bonus stage.
I mean, we have a number of Key 7 hints already. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if this is some converging path to 7, but that's clearly going to be a late game thing anyway, so all we can do is cook. And by we, I mean you. All my cooks are dead.
Okay, actually, okay, now I got something. The cave shops, because Caves is not in the first 3 levels, that's definitely pointing to Trombone. And because Key 7, Key 8, Lanky K roll all lines up, and then Key 7, Lanky K roll lines up, it's pretty likely Trombone lies somewhere in there, and maybe Trombone gets you to Key 7, perhaps. So I think my initial cook of it's probably Trombone that we're pointing at is big. Oh. Speaking of big.
Alright, so level 4 is Aztec. Well.
2 more Kong hints, that's pretty big. And Jabe's Donkey Medal, that's kind of awkward. Speaking of awkward.
Wait, so that means Feather and Hunky Chunky are in the first 3 levels. Aztec has to be level 4, which means you are right in your cook. There's no late levels in the first 4 levels.
Yep.
Wow.
So Trombone is looking pretty well buried. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Charles with an unfortunate fall in production means he's not getting that upper Kasplat. I don't think he saw what it was either. You just kind of gotta hope it's not there.
Yeah, I guess when you get DK, the worst comes to worst, you can peek that without climbing, but... Oh, that was just the hit pack we already knew. Cool.
Alright, you ready for this? This is a weird one. We have a DDK roll hint. An Igloo area hint to exactly DDK roll. That's really weird. The reason it's really weird is because Rocket Barrel would be needed for DDK roll and Key 8 because Diddy's in Helm. But this is only DDK roll, which means it has to be Peanut. And Peanut locks the entire shipyard. Which means there's basically nothing in the shipyard. That's really weird.
Yeah. That's unusual. Okay.
That's very strange. Galleon is a level 1, but it kind of looks horrendous. I mean, maybe the lighthouse area has something. Maybe like Kevin has our feather bow or Hunky. That might be nice, but we still got factory shops to work with. Plus, now we're working our way through testing. We might find, I guess we might find like Rocket Barrel here or something. That'd be nice, but not really critical right now.
Yeah, it'll be nice in like half an hour or something.
The pace these guys are going, I don't know, man. It could always be faster. If there's one thing I've learned from watching a whole bunch of these matches is that it could always be faster. These guys are crazy fast.
Oh, you can peek that from all the way down there. I did not know that.
What was that? I guess
it was a medal.
It was a medal? Okay, I could just be too stupid to see it. Okay, I'll take it.
Nice key 5.
Random key 5 in testing, sure, why not? Love that. Beautiful.
Alright. So, we know that the Cave's Igloo is going to have something as well. And that's going to be trombone locked as well. So what is that, just going to be keys?
The Igloo? I mean, the Igloo is just peanut. Nothing really to worry about there. You think, oh, you mean Lanky's 5-door Igloo. Oh.
Yeah, Lanky's 5-door Igloo was hinted, and we... Oh, slam!
Oh, okay, random slam. We love that. Who knows if we need that? But you love to see one. And it's kind of one that, like, you know your opponent is going to get to, so there's no, like, advantage to be had there. That's not in a weird spot. Anyone clearing factory is, like, always getting that. I just am really hoping I didn't just curse him to miss that for some reason, but I don't think Barry's going to miss that one. Pretty, standard factory clear here, though. They're kind of, because they're looking for 2 things, they can't really, like, be super aggressive. They gotta be fairly thorough about it. They need to find Hunky Chunky, Part 1.
Oh, that's a good start.
Other thing we need to find is, feather, and then the seed starts to, like, uncork. Yeah, they're being so thorough, they're both climbing production. That's, not pretty, that's for sure. Is the fall off production gonna hurt Charles? I didn't actually see what the Kasplat had. I hope it wasn't anything.
I did not.
That'd be very awkward. Falling off production and missing that Kasplat. Oh, he is just struggling to get this pack of CBs. I mean, these bats are just giving him absolute hell. And what does this guy got?
Oh,
no!
Good timing.
Oh, what a roll.
Oh, that Kasplat is genuinely the worst if you don't have a gun or an instrument. You basically have to bonk on the Kasplat's head or just not get it.
Yep, and we don't even know what he has. So, that's cool. Hopefully nothing bad happens there. There's the thing on the factory metals, it's charged. That's not our answer. Oh, jeez.
Well, the more red vials we find, the more we narrow down what's in Hillside, I guess? I'm trying to think on the positives. Chimpy Charge is...
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Chimpy Charge is not really looking too hot right now, I'm afraid.
No, it is not.
A Diddy potion.
Diddy has a purchase.
What might we get off you? We don't know. We'll find out in 20 minutes when we get Diddy. I'm lowering the estimate. It's not hinted, so we have no idea. These guys are gonna walk out of here without feather, and they're gonna be like, "Man, I really hope it's not in that. I really hope it's not in the production Kasplat."
It would be beautiful if it was there, but I'd also feel very, very bad.
I mean, that's the kind of thing you're like, wow, I just lost. This is horrendous. But the seed is shaping up to be... Their pace is excellent so far. They have 19 GBs at 15 minutes? Oh my god.
Yeah, and they both hit 19 at the same time.
They're flying. The only real difference is that Barry peeked Galleon a little bit and didn't really see anything.
Yeah, which might be useful later on when Galleon, if Galleon gets hinted for things and then Charles has to go back. Until then, it's like, does Galleon have anything?
We got vines to work with now, so you can check like the vines Kasplat, but we still don't have any tools to get past the Kasplat to the punch chest. So Charles may have to deal with the #1 cop on the force as well. That guy is very mean.
Yeah, jeez.
Alright, 20 pack of hints. Maybe this will give us some information. Alright, Beanstalk Turret. Let's talk.
Okay.
Love that. We know we need Feather already.
Okay, well, good news is in theory that means Feather is going to be hinted. The question is just when.
And then the ferry in Upper Creme Isle is interesting. We need Monkey. We know we need a Monkey Port already, but now there's like a reason to go there very quickly as soon as we find it. It's something. It's possible it turns up like really early.
Okay, we had confirmed Chunky K Rule as well. Storage to Diddy and Chunky K Rule. Interesting.
That's gotta be the Hunky Chunky we found, right?
I hope so, but Hunky Path to Diddy? What could that be referring to?
Oh, that's weird. Oh.
Oh no.
Kosher Dirt?
Did you say that Igloo was Path to Diddy K Rule?
I did indeed.
Oh.
Maybe. That's a little bit early to call, I think, because there's a lot that Will pointed out, including barrels. So if we see a combined Lanky K Roll, Diddy K Roll hint, then we're kind of in red alert territory. But until then, we're kind of let's put a pin in that. It's entirely possible that this Hunky like diverges like really hard and gets you like. I was gonna say trombone, but that doesn't make sense because that would also be Lanky K Roll. I don't know, man. This one's a weird one.
Yeah. Either way, that's honestly not the end of the world because the thing that makes that check the worst, right, is barrel throwing and Hunky Chunky. And, well, we have a Chunky and a Lanky K Rule, and you need Port for Helm. So it's like, while that sounds bad, you need those items anyways.
This Key 7 is looking increasingly horrendous. How do you combine Key 7 here? Like, how does Hunky combine with anything else that got hinted? How do you combine Hunky with Trombone? I think there's literally nothing.
I think it might unlock Balloon for Lanky Igloo.
It must be something like that. So you put, like, Key 7 and Lanky Igloo, maybe?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And then Trombone you need, Balloon is on some Gigapath, which you can backflip to skip, so...
The only reason we're thinking that is because it's, like, the most locked location we have hinted right now. It could end up anywhere else for sure, but that's a very early projection that doesn't seem horrible. But it's certainly not ideal. I'm kind of wondering who's going to grab their money and run back to Japes and get that shared shop, because I think... Is diving enough for anything interesting here? Barrels certainly is, but...
With what we have right now, I don't think diving gets you anything, because we don't lobby 4 as Aztec.
It's the time for the #1 cop of the force to rear his ugly head. How does Charles get by him? Oh, he just sneaks by?
Wow!
Oh, he's the slipperiest cat in the scene.
Alright, now for the most important question. How do you get back?
And a ferry with no item? That's a square. Let's go. Oh no, he's gotta get back.
No.
You might concede this one, because, like, how many times are you gonna deal with it? Ah, you got him. You got him waiting.
Alrighty, and chat, this is the reason why they're top 6. Not because they're quick, but because they can sneak past the best cop in the force.
Patience. Patience is a virtue. They've got it in spades. But they've also got haste, which, you know, doesn't correlate at all, but here we are. Not this Vines check. I'm assuming Charles hit the training dirt, the Horde dirt, in the training grounds with Vines, but... Probably no such luck there. I did see him in the training grounds a minute ago.
Yeah, I assume not. I must have missed that personally. So I know Barry already went to training grounds early, so finding Vines might be incentive to go back, I'm not sure.
Barry hasn't left factory yet, so it remains to be seen what he might decide. Okay, yeah, we definitely have enough money for whatever's in Japes, so... That is certainly going to be nice.
So here's my thought right now. They've both covered most of the first 3 levels at this point. What's left aside from bosses?
We need to know what the Japes Chunky item is. That's the big one. We just have to know what it is. And Barry is terrified. He's going back on production for this Kasplat. He is just too scared of this guy to leave it behind. And yeah, I'm here for it. This is a tough call to just leave him. And it helps that we know that neither of them got this Kasplat, so if this is the Featherbow, then it's pretty good. Alright.
Oh yeah.
There we go, good enough. Just spam punch and get out of here. Oh, it's a metal rat. That hurts. We know Jetpack's foolish too. Oof. Not great, but, you know, sometimes a little peace of mind goes a long way. Won't complain. Sick Bay is available too with punch. Interesting. Doesn't really tie in with any hints we have, but actually ties in with exactly none of them, but you never know at this point.
Wait, was there nothing there?
I think it was a fairy?
Huh.
Picked it up, like, before it came on screen, but I think it was a fairy.
Right.
It wasn't a medal. It wasn't a crown. It wasn't like a coin or anything.
So probably a melon or a berry.
Junk
Either
or-
way, nothing was there.
Junk or a fairy, you know, might be the same thing. Alright, Barry opts to go back to Jabe's. What is the shared item? Very expensive. It is
Barrel.
barrel throwing. Certainly a nice pickup. We got a little more action in Jabe's here. Oh, but Kevin! Kevin delivers unto us the feather bow! Alright! Galleon is your answer. We were talking smack on Galleon, but there you go.
Did Barry skip Lighthouse?
He sure did. Sure did. You want to see the punch chest and check Cranky and then bailed. It's a bit of a committal for one check. It's pretty bad, really. Adding Sick Bay into the mix makes it, I guess, slightly better, but even still, it's kind of isolated and like kind of slow.
That is true.
But when you're just running out of options like this, because even if you found like say diving on the Jape's shop, it's not that great. It pretty much has to be barrels to do anything at all, which Barry is finding is not really anything anyway. And Charles doesn't even care about the shop. He's going straight for DK.
Oh yeah, smart call. And you know DK's medal has something here. DK's medal is probably diving, if I were to take a guess.
That would make a lot of sense. Get you out of the first couple levels, get your training moves, and then you can move on to level 4. That fits pretty well. Jape's DK does not require much. Coconut or
It's,
vines? Okay.
Yeah, that is correct.
So with
Like,
vines, we're
you can
chilling.
get it without, but that's the logic behind it.
Right. So maybe the vines is like, I'm not even gonna. Nah, because you need vines for Helm anyway, so it's always gonna be away the horse. So there's not really anything to read into there. Maybe Chunky's medal has something interesting. Charles taking the time to climb trees with Hunky Chunky in like the most jank way possible. Very vintage DK64.
Wait a second.
What the heck? Where's Pineapple? This minigame
What?
logically requires Pineapple. We're missing a move somehow?
And
Where?
we need Pineapple for being dirt.
What the heck? Alright,
Okay.
Pineapple Watch. Look out. It's very early somewhere. A boss makes a lot of sense, right?
There's not much else.
There's,
I
there's
wonder
like
if-
nothing else.
See, we know it's nothing else, but Charles might have a very specific check in mind that might be very concerned about. That might be Pineapple.
He does not know about the Splat Upper production still. He's like, maybe it's there, I don't know. You can kind of move on for now, but you gotta keep it in mind, like this Jape's Donkey medal is not gonna lead you to Pineapple at all. Okay, we got confirmation that it was a feather. It was a fairy in Sick Bay, which is nice.
Interesting.
That's weird. That Pineapple is so weird. Oh man, with barrel throwing in Japes too, you can get a barrels lock boss. Yeah, just crank up the pressure. Where do you go? Where the heck do you go?
Well, how does that even work with coin logic? Because there were no coins available, so could boss 1 still be barrel locked?
They had 2 levels to work with, Galleon and Japes. Somebody could run the numbers on it, but I'm betting you could get the 9 coins with one of them.
Yeah.
And it depends on what purchases there are in Japes, and I guess Isles. That's the nasty thing with coin logic, is that it's outrageously complicated. You have to take into account all sorts of purchase order possibilities. Like, what if somebody like buys a move in Isles, and then you don't have enough money for this barrel throwing in Japes? That might make the boss inaccessible. It's kind of a mess.
Yeah.
I think it's
That
pretty
is true.
safe to project that barrels isn't logically available until level 3, but that doesn't really matter much, because once you have it in hand, like, who cares? Just go to the
Yeah,
boss. Just
that is true.
play the game. Beat the boss. Get your Pineapple. I also don't really care about our Pineapple until we find Forest, which is at least past level 5. Or at least past level 4, so who knows?
We also, I don't think, have any idea where Key 4 is, right?
Nope. Not at all. Still waiting on that.
Nice.
We
Nice.
know where key 5 is, but we haven't got a hint for that yet, so that hint might take a while to turn up. Or it might turn up in the next pack. Who knows? Woo.
Only one way to find out. And now Barry's about to get the news of, where is Pineapple?
Yeah, just a head scratcher of all time. Very fortunate that we had a gun here, because this would have been a really a funny gotcha, but got away with one a little bit.
Well done.
And then in the last Donkey CBs up in the Blast Course, I suppose. I think you can like go to the start of the level to get 5 more, but that's just like slow and bad.
Yeah, it's very easy to get 10 in here, plus it's a last check as well, so... Oh!
Okay, another step in the chain. Mini Monkey on Jape's Donkey Medal. Very good item.
Uh-huh.
But it doesn't really tell us anything in the moment, which is unfortunate. And it doesn't point at any of our hinted stuff. You just gotta look around and be like,
berries have we found?
only 2!
Okay. Just, no, I'm not foreshadowing anything. Just was just curious how many fairies we had. Don't mind.
Just curious. No big deal.
Yeah.
I like this Bongos check. If you think Bongos is the hillside item, then Key7, Key8, like DK roll, this check makes a lot of sense to have a look at. Even without grab, which we logically need. But Mini going to factory makes a lot of sense. We got some action on the dart wheel, the dartboard, the notoriously good hit detection wheel, and the car race. I think we saw the arcade thing and it wasn't anything notable. If I'm wrong,
Yeah, and I don't
then...
think there was anything in Jape's stump.
Oh, could be the Hive, but we actually don't have logical access to the Hive yet. Very weird quirk of logic. Logically, the Hive requires one of Oranges or Saxophone to kill the enemies in the Hive. Because if they're just too big, it can just be unbelievably annoying. Just beyond the pale, impossible to slam the switches. So logically, you are expected to be able to kill them. Oh, Barry's Dragon bosses. He's like, alright, where's this pineapple? This is a little sus. He knows it's not. He knows it's not production, so he's like, it's got to be somewhere here, right? And I know I need it, so if I find it, it's absolutely worth it.
Alrighty, I see chat counting right now. Y'all are doing a good job so far.
The form. Oh my god, the form. The technique. Magnificent. Only some minor hiccups, and we hit 50, and it's over. Alright. God, we were...
Shame.
It's tough, I know. Ah!
Problem solved.
Would you look at that? Alright, what are the odds that... Okay, no, this can't be Dogadon 2, which would be really funny, but... Because Hunky Chunky was in level 3, so this can't be Dogadon 2. We're not getting that. But it is a Barrels boss,
Okay.
so... what do we know? I don't know anything, man. Coin Logic is a mess. Who cares?
Yeah, I was like, if anyone knew, you knew. So if you didn't know, I would just smile and wave, boys. Just smile and wave.
We're also assuming this is Pineapple. If this is like Aurillagon, it's kind of insane. If it's Triangle, it could be bait if it's Triangle. Like that would be kind of rude.
No, if it's triangle, it makes perfect sense. You have hinted Hunky, you know you need punch, go to R&D and go give Toy Monster a life.
Of course, yes, everyone's favorite 30-minute Toy Monster. Aha! More action here.
Oh, okay. Monkey Port to Crab Mile, surely.
The Dartboard Fairy turns up some things, and now we're kind of doing a little back and forth here, which, you should know it, is like not hinted at all.
No,
This
not
test.
at all.
Wait, is this our last testing item? I think this might be. So this has to be on the path to Key 8 DK roll, I think. Am I crazy?
Nick? Monkey.
Uh-oh, Monkey Port, DK rule, Igloo. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I think we know where Peanuts is.
Kosher Dirt is looking pretty good. And sure enough, it is indeed Pineapple on the Japes boss, so that sort of solves the mystery of how the heck you get DK logically. And it gets us to the Beanstalk Dirt. So a nice little edge for Barry there for having picked that out. Charles is going to have to pick up that, but there's very, very few spots for Pineapple to be, so Charles is going to forge on, but if he ever ends up back in Japes, which if you find Coconut is pretty likely, you can check the boss then, I guess.
Yeah, makes sense.
I like the immediate boss check from Barry, though. It's just kind of good confirmation. Because then it's like, do I check the boss here, or do I check the boss in Galleon? Alright, diving, fair enough.
So, we've got a very interesting quirk right now. Port is only on the path to 8 and Diddy K rule, and we're pretty sure we know where Peanuts is. Diving has a chance of being required literally just for level 4 access this seed.
Well, I mean, we were just talking about how bad Peanut is this seed looks like. Like, it looks like the entire shipyard is dead. And that is that's most of the diving checks in the game, so it's not a massive surprise. Wait, this is something? The stump is something. Oh, the stump is third melon. Unbelievable. How did Charles not see that? And how did he not turn around for that? Did he? Am I crazy?
I mean, I thought I saw nothing there on Charles's end, so I don't know.
That's wild. Well, it's nothing, so, you know. Sometimes you just get away with one. Alright, Candy, what do you got for us? Unhinted shop, but certainly a required move.
Yep, I'd say that's required.
Gorilla gone, and with that, that solved Chunky K. Rool. We're chilling. That's pretty great.
Yeah, somehow we have Chunky K. Rool taken care of before Diddy and Lanky K. Rool due to how early you need those moves. That's kind of ridiculous.
Alright, an Adalogic Hive check, but oh, hang on, maybe we're using Sniper here? Sniper used for any reason to peek the Hive? Yes.
Ooh, I like it.
Give me that square. Yes. Pearl on the metal. What do you know?
Alrighty, so now... Alright, we're going back to factory. Cool, so in theory, Barry is going to go after that monkey port. Meanwhile, Charles is going through Aztec trying to find our comms.
Ooh, potion on the llama. Hello. What you got up your butt, Chief? See what he scampers off and leaves behind. Pretty likely you want to go into the llama temple. Oh, well, never mind, there's Diddy. That kind of solves that problem, doesn't it?
Yeah.
One of the Kasplats in the llama temple means you're pretty likely to go in there anyway, but, I mean, with Blast, you're like 100% doing this Blast course.
Oh, yeah.
But Diddy Kong number 4, and Lanky is bought in a shop in Aztec, so believers looking pretty good. Doubters, you are in some trouble. You need something very weird to happen for him to not run straight to Funky right now.
Yeah, we need a few game crashes. We need crowd control to kick in to siphon all the coins, and there it is.
A hint read is good. Love that. Wait, what?
Yeah, we had kosher dirt hinted.
Oh, there, directly hinted. Ain't no way around that one. Looking like Peanut, so we'll see. There's the key 5 hint. Still no key 4 hints. And the Japes free Diddy item, which is Bongos, is way the horde. We kind of already knew that. Japes Forest lobbies on the path to key 7, Diddy K. Rool, and Chunky K. Rool. I believe this to be Punch.
That makes sense, yes.
Because Punch got us Hunky, and Hunky would be on the same paths. So that fits pretty much perfectly. I think it has to be Punch, which then locks in Hunky. And
that's on the path to 7?
Yeah, I don't know what key 7 is, but Diddy K. Rool, I mean, if we put Kosher Dirt there, Hunky and Punch are both required, so
yeah.
Diddy K. Rool looking pretty cozy right now. Except for Rocket Barrel, we actually have no real great lead on Rocket Barrel anymore. We know we need Rocket Barrel for Helm as well, so a key 8 Diddy K. Rool hint would fit pretty well. But the Monkey Port we got in testing solved our only key 8 Diddy K. Rool hint, so we're kind of just holding out hope. And here we go, 35 minutes in, Vin Diesel percent has arrived. Lanky Kong joins the crew, and we got a full squad of 5 rolling out.
Alright, so now comes the fun part of solving key 4, and by solving I mean, well, yeah.
Good luck.
Yes. I'm as lost as you are. Good luck.
Yep. I mean, you're just kind of pushing for 36 GBs, I guess, to see if you can get more info. 4 more hints at 36 GBs. 2 more on 45, 1 more on 50. And you just really hope the key 4 hint doesn't keep hiding from you. Well, this is new info. A potion on the Snide Barrel in Isles. This is our second Creme Isle potion, too. This is the last one.
A red vial.
Is this Rocket Barrel? That'd be very nice. I mean, it's not Peanut. If it's Guitar, it's also good. I mean... Yeah, so this red vial's real good. What say ye, Rama? Well, that was the one red vial we didn't need. Or it was not known to be needed. Simeon Spring, unlucky.
I mean, is it... Considering what Barry's doing right now...
That's true. Oh, that is true. Wait a minute, you're right. Hang on, let him cook. Homing ammo. Throw in the bag.
Okay.
Forget about it. I don't think we need to worry about that anymore. None of this is hinted for what it's worth, so it's just kind of like coincidentally, it's just all there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and you are too slow to get into the Llama Temple. Charles got wrecked by some slopes. It really happens to the best of us. I promise.
Yeah, these slopes are killers if you don't have Diddy. If you have Diddy, you just press the B button, hold forward, and Diddy does the work for you.
Very nice. It's pretty nice. Get a little rainbow coin for the road. Why not?
Now, one bit of good news we have about Key 4, at least, is we have a lot of hinted moves right now, and the majority of them, aside from, you know, Trombone, we actually have. And none of them are on the path to Key 4.
Yeah, that's
so that
all,
just increases the chances of, like, a basic check, like a Kasplat or something, that...
Yeah, that's all well and good until it's just on a random metal.
Yeah, that is true.
You know, Alta Tweet and the like. Can it be on barrels? Yes, but what about pineapple? Also yes. Could be vases. This is a possibility. Similarly, it could be like Chunky's metal, which always needs pineapple. Or it could just be in the llama. Actually, ooh, can it be in the Llama Temple? Yes.
It potentially could be. We don't really have any hints for like training moves and starting moves, so they're all equally as likely.
No hints on mini either,
fact,
so I could just turn up in here. 31 GBs
fact,
for Charles,
Barry...
27 for Barry, so...
Yeah, there's not much else left to do in Aztec at this point. So, if Key 4 doesn't show up soon, then...
Wow. Charles is going all the way back to clean out his shops, just making absolutely sure this place is empty. He might dump blueprints to get the 36. See if we can get a little more info here. I don't hate that idea. Because we're like a level away from some good action. He might also just like go back to Japes and try and fish for... Well, he might not even go back to Japes. He could go to Galleon or Japes to try and fish for Pineapple, because Pineapple would get a little more action. That Barry is getting in his Aztec clear is just a little bit better. Unfortunately, the 28 pack is not going to give Barry any info. He might have been pushing for that, but no such luck. Yeah, sure enough, here's Snide. Hello. Cheeky little blueprint dump here.
It's a good play. Get you all the info that you need there. Oh, alright. I misread testing the 5. I was like, wait a second. Key 4's there as well?
No. We're good. Barry's gonna get a lot better of an Aztec clear with his Pineapple. He's gonna get Chunky 5-door Temple, which is amazing. Density in there is excellent. He's got a ways to catch up on because Charles is basically just like trucked through Aztec already instantly, so... Charles has the initiative. He has to...
Barry...
Who's next? Carry on. Sorry, I cut you off.
Yeah, my bad, all good. Gotta love the... Barry wants this to be a pineapple check, while Charles wants pineapple to be hinted ASAP.
Alright, well, let's see if it gets hinted, though. 36. Anything interesting? Oh! Oh! That's pretty interesting, alright. That's fairies for Key 4. We were speculating, I wonder if it could be Mini, but no, fairies! Oh man, that's ruthless.
Now, okay, so bosses were hinted to 6 and 7, so that's a weird one, because that means, in theory, the dirt in the forest has got to be key 6, right?
I think it's key 6, yeah, because Feather had no requirements on Kevin, and Pineapple had basically no requirements. We don't have a path in for Barrel, so we don't know what Barrel's in the path to.
Yeah.
Would love to see that, but no such luck. I think Pineapple on that boss hint makes a lot of sense, so that's probably his best lead on Pineapple for him, and he knows it has to be in like the first 2 levels. I guess it could be Factory, first 3 levels. But with that info, we'll see what Charles decides to do. He's taking Feather into the Tiny's 5-door temple to go get 2 checks in here, almost as good as Chunky's. Off we go, but he's also just fishing for a fairy randomly. And I don't know if he wrote down where a 4th one is, but he only has 3. Uh-oh.
Had we even seen another fairy?
I do not know. Barry has 2, but I think he has the same 2 that Charles has, and then didn't get the seasick one. The one we got in the sick bay is the 3rd one that Charles has that Barry does not.
Yeah, well, we're hoping that there's just a fairy early on that we never noticed, because, yeah, somehow us learning where the key was doesn't actually help.
The Hive has a fairy? No way. Oh, man.
Oh, you're right.
Only Barry saw
right.
that. But wow, that would be really hard to remember that you saw a fairy there, because you're not thinking fairies at this point. You're just not. Like, maybe you wrote it down, but, like, you're not thinking it. If you're not thinking it, why would you ever think to write it down? It'd be crazy. Charles, fortunately, basically runs straight at Pineapple. He picks the right boss here, which is good. And of all the levels to pick, Japes, I guess makes sense. Kinda. If you're thinking Pineapple
barrels here.
Yeah, well, okay. You know that Pineapple logically got DK. So I guess it could be any of the first 3 levels, but you might be thinking it had to be this first 2 or something. But no, any of the first 3 levels could have had Pineapple, I think.
Yeah, I think they can.
I don't think it really matters which one you pick here, honestly. You're basically just running to whatever boss door you go into in a level, but what else might he do here? I guess Factory's pretty empty, maybe like the car race at best, but that's not really interesting. It's not known to be interesting, but it's a check, for sure. Maybe he remembers seeing a fairy in the Japes shops. That would be crazy if he remembers that.
Yeah, I definitely feel like we're getting the Riley no moment of just let's find these things we need that we know where they are, but the runners don't.
Hang on, my bingo depends on this. Is this Mario Kart music? I think this is a Rainbow Road.
This is Mario Kart music, yes.
Oh, we're so back. I'm just gonna tick off you don't know what franchise the song is from because I'm wrong like 20% of the time when I guess music. I'm just gonna like that's like a free space. I don't know any music. That's totally a lie because I just knew one off the dome, but I'm just gonna say it to sound humble. Yeah, that works.
I mean, it's very, very simple to know the Nintendo music at least, but as soon as it's by any other artist, yeah, okay, who knows? This is Nintendo, this is also Nintendo, this is not Nintendo, the 2 categories of music.
Alright. What is Charles doing? He's got his pineapple and he's thinking level... Well, no, he's just thinking random checks to try and find a fairy as fast as possible. He definitely does not know where a fairy is.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, that's so mean. That is just ruthless. Who's gonna find the fairy first? Roof dirt for a fairy? Oh, brother, we are down tremendous.
Oh. you know you're desperate when you're going for a mad out of logic with quick checks just to find a singular fairy.
Oh, man. So things to keep in mind. Fairies will not be in foolish regions. So, because the fairies are required for anything Way of the Horde. Or because there's a potion in BFI, rather. Fairies will never be in Foolish Regions at this point. A useful potion. I keep adding caveats to that, but it's all true, I swear. So...
Semantics.
But the problem is our Foolish hints are terrible. Outer Isles, the Owl Tree, and Galleon CBs. Galleon CBs are our best, but without Peanuts, we're not really doing anything in there. Ooh, Cave's level 6. Okay.
Yeah.
We
have some punch checks here, so we might find the path to Balloon here. Wait,
can we just do Kosher Dirt right now? Yes?
Yes.
Huh.
Yeah. And then get Peanuts, go to Outskirts, and find a fairy?
I mean, there's 2 more shops in there. 31 GBs! Oh, we're going to caves. Oh my. Wow.
I like this play a lot.
I mean, who needs level 5? Who cares? Let's just move on.
Do we know what level 7 is?
Nope.
Okay, so it's a 50-50 right now, and if we can just skip that level for the moment.
Can we just skip level 4? That would go kind of crazy. The problem is we know diving is Way of the Horde, and diving can well be Way of the Horde just for access to level 4. So it's not super clear if we can skip level 4.
Yeah, well, it's level 5, luckily.
Oh, I'm stupid. You're right, that is level 5. Whoops. What's an Aztec? Did we get anything interesting in Aztec? Gorilla? Okay, yep. So we definitely need that.
We got Dawn, we got Diddy, we got Lanky, we got Simeon Spring, the most important one.
Alright, thank you for catching me. I only sounded really stupid for like 20 seconds before I got caught. That's a new record.
Alright, I got you covered.
Before I got caught lying, just straight out my butt.
Alrighty, we are on 40 GBs at 47 minutes. This is a pretty good pace.
It's pretty good pace, yeah. You can't be too unhappy with it. Plus, you have a lot of info on where the rest of your stuff is. Like, we got... Like, it is like a certainty that we are on the path to Peanuts right now. I think it lines up way too well. All of our stuff for Diddy K. Rool is both acquired and points at Kosher Dirt, so it's just there, right? There's just no way around it.
Oh, yeah. To top it off, I'm pretty sure Cave's shops have Trombone, or the means to get Trombone, which I have a feeling our runners are probably going to be doing that without Balloon. If that happens to be Key 7, then that's where the fun begins.
That fits pretty well. The problem is that this cave shop item... What the heck could it be? Did we see what was in Cave's lobby? Did we see the Strong Kong check? That's a possibility.
I think that was use. I think it was a medal, but I don't know.
No, that wouldn't line up, because then Punch would be on the path of Lanky K. Rool, so that's not it. It has to be Castle Lobby, I think. So maybe the cave shop is like Coconut? Coconut would get you Guitar back in Japes in the Lanky Cage. And then one of Sax or Mini, or one of Sax or Twirl in the Tiny Cage, but who cares? We only care about that Guitar. That would solve Key 8 for Coconut. But then, how do you solve the Hillside item for 7-8 Lanky K. Rool? Maybe you start doing bongos checks. Maybe we check out the rotating cabin? Or, if it is indeed Coconut in the shop, you run to the Hillside, pick up those 2 potions, and then go from there. Which I think fits a little bit better. So
what I'm trying to figure out is Pineapple is path to 7 as well. That's what I'm stumped at.
Ooh, that is kind of gross.
Yeah, because like I'm still feeling like that is path to Balloon. That's still what my thought is. Hopefully, I'm proven correct or incorrect soon. But then that just begs the question: why?
Well, then if it's Cave's Helm Lobby, what the heck is? Hang on, I want to get a look at this Monkey Port Igloo. Is this anything? Charles, you gonna give us a look at it? He's not even gonna whiff it. Maybe got a better look at it than we did. Golly. I didn't really get a great look at the Monkey Port Igloo. I'd love to see that.
Yeah, I didn't see that. Are you Peanuts, or are we going for a while?
Barry left a fairy barrel behind in Chunky's Fire Temple? He doesn't have the hint yet! What a disaster. And it is indeed Peanuts on Kosher Dirt. Good lord. And still, oh, he's about to get the bad news. He's about to see a key in here. Oh, this is...
Oh, no.
Oh, this is... Oh, man. Oh, that's so bad.
And it was at that moment you can pinpoint the location where Barry's harboring.
Oh.
Barry just realized what is going on.
That's Ruthless. He's running to Factory, which is not where any potion is, or any fairies are known to be, at least. Is there anything
Alright,
to do
cave
here?
shops, cave shops. Oh!
Got it. So you take your coconut back to the hillside, and then you pick up some item there, whatever it is, and then you run it to Key 7, Key 8, Lanky K. Rool. Doesn't matter what it is. Whatever that item is, you run straight there. You follow whatever items you get out of the hillside.
Well, it's saxophone or ponytail twirl, rocket barrel or guitar. But the coconut's not on the path to Diddy K. Rool, so that's guitar.
Yeah, if the red vial has to be guitar. So can we do anything? Can we combine anything with guitar? Guitar does not combine with pineapple at all. What has pineapple gotten us? Is it just DK?
Just DK, and then once we get to forest, it gets us the bean dirt, which is probably key 6, considering we don't have any other key 6 hints.
Oh my god, my kingdom for a feather hint or a barrels hint. Either one would be so good. There'd be so much information from that. Oh, there's a Diddy potion in the Cranky Shop that I think Barry is running towards. This is a good call.
Oh yeah, agreed.
One more extra move here.
Yeah, I don't think that,
He's looking for fairies too. Oh no.
I don't think Charles went for this.
Charles did not find a fairy in any of the cave shops. He is down tremendous, but maybe we just don't need level 5 and we can just like move on, I guess. Let's do a level 7.
Find a Helman fairy.
If level
Fairy
7 is forest, we might be able to just skip level 5, which is like unbelievable. What is this potion? Factory shops? Okay, Stronghold? I mean, I don't think that's anything. We've seen the Caves lobby checks. I don't think the Caves lobby check makes sense for our Caves home lobby answer. Similarly, I don't think... No.
Okay, so what was our late lobby hint?
Our late lobby hint is Key 7 Lanky K. Rool, which is really weird.
So that's
It's
that's
not
a problem.
It's not Helm Lobby. It can't be Helm Lobby because the Monkey Port hint conflicts.
Castle Lobby Kasplat,
It has to be Castle Lobby, and the Kasplat makes the most sense by a lot.
which means that key is more important because it's either Forest
Ooh.
for key 6 or it's Castle Lobby for Trombone.
That does guarantee we need Key 4. Unlucky. Well, we need a Key 4 anyway to get a K. Rool, but like it's kind of the thing you could just like keep putting off until you found a fairy randomly. But our time is run
Yeah.
short. The clock has struck midnight, and we need a fairy pronto.
Oh,
This brutal.
is looking interesting. Both runners are scouring as many levels as possible for a singular fairy, and we know where one is that Charles can get, but I
Well-
don't think Charles has any interest in peeking the hive.
Yeah, if I were him and I'm looking for fairies, I'll run to Galleon. I'd take my peanuts to the shipyard and check the shops, check a bunch of stuff there. But I don't think he's looking for fairies yet. He's still got hillside stuff to clean up now. So here comes what's probably going to be Lankies and Tinies. Timed cages to try and scoop up these two moves.
And no fairy spawn. That is cruel. That is absolutely cruel.
Oh, Barry remembers there's a fairy in the hive. He's got one more.
Alright, it's 3 apiece. It's the apple!
The apple.
The apple!
That fits
On
perfectly.
Key 7!
That's key 7, I think. Right?
No, that's Baboon Balloon!
Balloon?
Wait, no it's not, because late lobbies is not path to 7. You're right. That's just key 7.
I think. Wait, no, because we can do it right now, so it's not key 7. I think we're missing something for key 7, right?
Yeah. Okay, well Pineapple is path to 6 and 7.
I think you were actually right. I think that is balloon.
Yeah.
Wait, no.
Well, what
no,
was
no, no.
what was late lobby's path to?
My head is exploding. Hang on. I think it. Okay, no, it has to be balloon because Hunky is on the path to key 7, but not Lanky K. Rool. So the Caves Helm lobby is trombone. which you get from, I guess, coconut. Twirl. Oh my god, this is a maze of requirement. What the heck? What is going on here?
Okay.
It is indeed guitar, and it's twirl on the hillside. So one of twirl or guitar is needed for key 7 lanky K. Rool.
What is going on?
What? I'm just, what? Wait, Barry has 4 fairies. He found one in the Isle Shop?
Oh, Isle Shop?
Where'd that 4th fairy come from? I think it's the Isle Shop, then?
Okay. Forest level 7, so we're about to figure out Apple Rescue stuff.
Right. I think Balloon makes the most sense, and then you find Trombone in the Cave's Home lobby, which points you at Lanky's 5-door igloo having key 7, and then we're good to go. That solves the keys, but it does not solve... It does not solve Rocket Barrel. We are in grave danger of a Rocket Barrel casino right now. It appears to be completely unhinted.
What was in R&D? Was that the thing hinted to Diddy K. Rool as well? Or
wait, what R&D? I didn't see an R&D hint.
I'm losing my mind.
The R&D was the slam, which is terrifying. So let's just forget about that.
Okay.
All right, but 4 fairies for Barry, so he's off to the races. A potion on the apple, of course. Good one. This fairy is looking... The 4th fairy is the bane of Charles right now. If he gets that, there's key 6. Good.
Charles, peek the bean. Peek the bean.
Oh, I think it's dead. But...
Get the bean.
We peeked the bean. Funky sells the bean. You love to see it. We're so back. Just when we thought it was over, we're so back. Huge for morale, if nothing else. Hey, buddy, you want to do the worm? Question mark?
No, I think Charles knows what's on the worm.
Wow, that's a crazy skip. I mean, I think he's right. Like, skipping it, I think, is actually correct. But like, that is insane to come up with in the moment. Okay, maybe it's just... I mean, it could just be the top of Castle Lobby, too. I don't think it has to be Coconut. But then Coconut has to lead you to Key 8 somehow?
What?
No. Guitar? Oh, easy to guitar. Yeah, okay. That is solved then. So then how does guitar get you to...
Well, so it'd be guitar to Cave's Lobby. But then where's Rocket Barrel? You have 12, so you could skip it, but you still need Rocket anyway.
You still need Rocket Barrel to... You need Rocket Barrel to, you know, beat the game. There was a potion on top of Castle Lobby. And I think it could be there. Because that's just Barrel's Balloon, and we know Balloon is needed anyway. So if you put Balloon on Apple Rescue, then that could be... Oh, no, that can't be Balloon. That doesn't make any sense. That could be Trombone up there, actually. I think? I don't know. No, because then Guitar doesn't make any sense. I wonder if Charles is not going to be pleased with skipping the worm. That could be something else entirely. This is a twisty one, that's for sure. And then the piece de resistance is once we get that 50 hint. Have we seen the 50 hint? Did Charles look at it?
It's Lowlands is foolish, so
Uh-oh, we do not know where Rocket Barrel is at all then. We have I think as far as I can tell, a straight Rocket Barrel casino, because Punch led to Hunky. Hunky led to Kosher Dirt, or Kosher Dirt for Peanut. Monkey Port led to Kosher Dirt for Peanut. I think we just do not know where Rocket Barrel is at all. And because of that, Charles is just running around looking for easy Sphere Zero checks in Forest right now. Just get the Thornvine barn area stuff, the crate, the Kasplat, move on. Don't even look inside, who cares? Oof. And he found a 4th fairy and all that mess somewhere, so he can get his key 4, so that... It was kind of an inevitability that he'd find that key, the 4th fairy somewhere, right? It had to turn up at some point, right?
Yeah, although showing up in level 7 was, yeah.
It's kind of funny, yeah.
Now, all I'm saying is Rocket Barrel could still be on the beanstalk. That's all I'm saying. Let's just ignore the hints. It could still be there, and... Okay, I'm fine.
I think this is coming to a grinding halt. Rocket Barrel is nowhere to be seen.
Okay, so Helm has a potion, right?
Oh, we're
is
not
on
doing
the
that, are we?
path. Well, I mean, we know Port's solved, but
Oh my
Port is
God.
on the path to DK rule. Vines' hinted way of the Horde, gone, to my knowledge, was just straight out unhinted.
You're totally right. Oh my god. Okay, but DK's room is first. Bongo's got hinted way of the Horde. Oh my god, it could be in DK's room.
Yep,
It could be in
has,
any of
has a chance.
We only have the 2 instruments though, so it has to be exactly DK's room for Rocket Barrel, which is a, I cannot say this enough, psychotic gamble to go for. That would be frightening.
I mean, to be very fair, this seed has required Apple Rescue, required Boss, required Kosher Dirt, required BFI. What? I feel like it's possible.
The world exists. The world exists, but man, if I were one of them, I would not want to live in that world because that is terrifying. I'm still trying to piece all this together. Barry does not have coconut from the cave shops. Okay, he's on his way to get his coconut, and that will maybe answer some questions for him. Charles is going to get his key 4, run into Castle Lobby, and then just do everything, I guess. I think it was a potion on the top. And that could be an answer, maybe?
I thought it was a GB, but
that could be
I'm not
trombone.
going to hold my breath on that one.
I think that could be trombone. I'm pretty sure. And then you get balloon on the worm. I think that fits. Barely.
Barely, yeah. Like, enough that I still agree, but...
But then it doesn't really... It doesn't explain guitar at all is the problem.
Well, I mean, it'd be for Helm Lobby. Oh, sorry, not Helm Lobby, Caves Lobby.
Caves Lobby? Oh, what the heck?
Yeah, because I don't think we've... Unless if there is something in Castle Lobby, the only other explanation that makes sense to me is Rocket Barrel Casino to getting whatever it may be on the guitar pad.
Well, let's see, because it could be the Kasplat in Castle Lobby as well. We didn't see that either. We did see the top of Castle had a potion, I'm pretty sure. Or the top of Castle Lobby had a potion, I'm pretty sure. And, I mean, shoot, Castle isn't a terrible idea. If you're in a Rocket Barrel casino, Castle shops could be all over there. Castle surroundings could be all over there. Lots of lightly locked locations there. You have the slam to work with, so you know you don't have to worry about that. Oh my god.
Yeah, Castle Lobby was a coin as well.
Okay, so we have a solo DDK roll hint, which means the shipyard is definitely not going to have a Rocket Barrel, because Rocket Barrel is needed for both DDK roll and Key 8. So we can forget about the entire shipyard. That's something. It's something.
Well,
it's not great, but it's something.
Question is, are we going to see the top of Castle Lobby right here?
Let's take a look. I mean, he's going to do it for sure. If he sees a potion up there.
Yeah.
Oh, it was not a potion. I made that up. I made that up. I made it up.
It could still be the dirt patch, otherwise I think it has to be the guitar pad.
I think trombone. Trombone fits pretty well right here. Oh, barnacles. That's not trombone. So then, yeah, the guitar pad makes perfect sense. So then where the heck is Rocket Barrel? Rocket Barrel appears... Oh my god. Rocket Barrel appears to logically lock all this stuff, and we just didn't get it hinted, which is just brutal.
Alright, well, if we are right that trombone is on the guitar pad, that kills my cook for Helm having Rocket Barrel. Because that's not on the path to Lanky K rule. Which means it is probably just a random metal, random shop, random Kasplat. Yeah.
Can I interest you in some tickets to the casino?
Oh wait, no.
Oh, action,
No way.
potion,
No
castle
way.
shops, or castle shops, please. He's broke.
What?
Oh my god. Oh my brother.
Oh,
My brother and Donk, why are you broke? How does this happen? It's times like these that make me entirely question my philosophy of, you know, buy first and ask questions later, but it had to be done. It had to be done, alright? It just had to be done.
well, this is certainly a seed of all time. Hope everyone's having a good time. I am. And I think The Rock is too. I don't know about Charles and Barry, but...
Well, I tell you what, if that's Rocket Barrel, then they're going to be having a better time, that's for sure. If that's not Rocket Barrel, they are having a horrendous time. That's going to be atrocious. Worth noting, the worm cannot have Rocket Barrel. So even though Charles skipped the worm like a psycho, that can't be it. And the reason it can't be it is because Pineapple is not on the path to DK Rule or Key 8, so you can just forget about it.
Yep, exclusively Key 7 at this point, since we already got Key 6.
So whatever.
So if it's not Balloon there, then it's some other Gigapath.
And on top of that, if that's not Balloon, then whatever it is, we still don't need that for Rocket Barrel. It doesn't answer Rocket Barrel at all. It can't be on the path to Rocket Barrel, so we can just forget about it. A few more coins around a few more lanky coins around the mausoleum. Okay, another shot, another pull of the lever at Castle Funky. Womp. Saxophone slam. Right. Our first ticket, our first scratch-off ticket, we got nothing. Oop, nice charge. I saw that. You didn't think I saw that, but I did. It happens to the best of us. A lot of things happen to the best of us. That's for sure.
Alrighty. Well, on a slightly better note, if someone finds Grape Shooter, I have a bingo. How about you, Larock?
I'm cooked, man. I don't think I'm close. I don't think I have any 4 in a row. Unless I just, like, missed a couple squares, I think I'm just...
Look, I'm close to 222. However, one of them requires one of the runners to get Baboon Balloon, so I'm probably cooked too.
Wait. I need Helm to have 2 or more of the same type, the same minigame type, and I get away with 1. I steal a bingo. That's a tough sell. And boy howdy, I really hope it's Rocket Barrel here so we can find that out sooner rather than later, because it is thoroughly unpleasant when you discover you are in a situation where you have no idea where your answer is.
Yeah, so let's figure out, is this Rocket Barrel?
One time, boom. Bang! Alright. Oh, we are saved from disaster as Rocket Barrel turns up completely unhindered and extremely necessary in the castle shops. Whew.
So, Rocket leads you to Trombone, Trombone leads you to Key 7, Charles is off to the races?
Seems pretty likely, I think. Any other hurdles that we may have to overcome? Well, we gotta get the 64 still. Let's do some number crunching here. He's got 55 blueprints or he's got 55 GBs and 8 blueprints. God, 55 blueprints, that'd be wild. Which puts him at 63. So we need 1 more. Wow. You put Balloon on Apple and the seed is indeed solved. That's a kind of a crazy move to skip it, but I respect the hustle. It fits really well. He like had the solve in his mind the whole time and then just went all the way with it. Wild. I don't know if I pegged Trombone here. I think he probably also pegged Trombone in Castle Lobby somewhere, but it worked out in the wash.
I mean, with Coconut, it made the most sense. But honestly, it was aside from the Rocket kerfuffle, it made the most sense it being where it was, thanks to, and sorry, not made the most sense. It was the best case scenario because you need guitar. So.
Right. The guitar hint is what kind of leans you towards Cave's lobby over Castle lobby. Because Coconut got you guitar, and then it's like, well, what do you use guitar for? If Coconut bypasses guitar, then that doesn't make sense. One of your hints is just unresolved. It's the only way to do it. The only way to do it. Very fortunate that the most obvious place to start searching your casino for. That's very funny. That's Red Slam. He's looking for literally any GB, and he gets a Red Slam instead. That is just... wow. And that one goes out to all the bingo squares. Oh, that's why he came into Caves. He came into Caves to get Key 7. I forgot about Keys.
Yeah, it might be a good idea.
I kind of forgot. You'd catch me running up to Helm, mouth shut, and I'd be like, oops.
Oh, it happens to the best of us. Shout out to the amount of times that people will enter Lanky Phase without barrel throwing, enter Helm without vines.
Would you look at that?
Happens to the best of us.
Key 7, Thing of Beauty. So that has to be Balloon on the Worm. It just has to be. I think Barry's off to go get it. He's gonna do it. He's not as... I mean, that's just kind of as a testament to what Charles's skill is that he had the seed solved at this point in time where Barry is. He had it completely solved from here and was like, I don't need this item. I know this is Balloon.
Absolutely ridiculous.
I know this was Balloon and I'm not doing it. Which is crazy. It's an impressive deduction for sure.
Now, is Barry gonna pick the bean, buy the bean, and do the apple rescue? Alright.
Well, he doesn't have... Oh, well, yeah, he doesn't have sack, so he can't climb the beanstalk. I know, you hate to see it, but... A bean sighting for the people.
Alright.
Oh, he probably knows
Barry.
Charles isn't buying the bean, so Plus, Charles saw it first and didn't buy it first, so really the onus is on Charles to buy it. Let's be clear. If Barry doesn't buy it, he does nothing wrong. But if he buys it, he's a man of the people, as ever.
Let's go, Barry!
Bean. You love to see it. It's been too long.
Alrighty, so even though Charles is on the way to Helm, GG's, Barry. Good job.
There you go. It had to be done.
Oh.
It had to be done. What else can I say? It simply had to be done.
He's getting ballooned!
Yeah. I mean, it's Way of the Horde. It's kind of the thing, like, if you have the seed, like, perfectly solved at this point, it makes sense. But he certainly does not have it solved at this point, because he doesn't know where Rocket Barrel is.
Yeah.
But...
I mean, fair enough, it is completely casino.
If
so.
you surmise that Rocket Barrel is both casino and not solvable by this item, then yeah, you could skip it. And you know what this item is. It just has to be balloon. Or lead to balloon directly, I guess.
Yeah.
It didn't technically have to be balloon. Wow. Nice read. Ain't no
Yeah,
way.
there was some parts of this seed that were very well hinted, which was very nice.
Ain't no way you're telling
What honestly, what I like about... I'll ignore Rocket Barrel for what I'm about to say, because, well, yeah. I love seeds like this, where you have things that are hinted, but the things that are hinted are, you know, actually difficult things being hinted, you know? Like, if you get things like, you know, peanut hinted, diving hinted, punch hinted, you're like, alright, cool, that is basically half of every level, okay, cool. But when you get things like hunky hinted, balloon hinted, O-stand hinted, it's like, I like those, because then you have to actually think about all the pathings, the locations of things. I like the challenge of those kind of seeds, honestly.
A lot of thinking to be done in DK64Randomizer.com. Get your hints, unpack your hints, and with a mighty impressive solve, Charles takes that into a pretty big advantage in Helm. And, well, the Worm's revenge. He ends up in a Helm minigame. It's pretty spectacular, that's for sure. Alright, I need dupe Helm minigames to get away with a bingo. Also, there's no way you got away with a bingo because that balloon. You're insane.
Yeah, look, I was very happy when I saw Barry go into Forest, so I am happy to go.
You disgust me. Alright, so we had Peril Path Panic, Stash Snatch. I need one of those two to show up again. I beg you.
Also, random question. Was anyone killed, damaged by lava or ooze this seed?
I don't think so.
That's a shame. That would have been a double bingo.
Oh, here we go. A little Rocket Barrel skip for Barry. I mean, he's gonna get this and be like, yep, I need that, but then where's Rocket Barrel? I also need that.
On the bright side, doing this trick is good because it means... Oh, never.
He may have arrived at that conclusion, like, there's no point in doing it, because I need Rocket Barrel anyway. I can just get this later. Let's go find Rocket Barrel. This is only going to serve to confuse you, right? It gives you an item that can't lead to Rocket Barrel, so you're not going to do any of them. And plus, you kind of know it's Trombone. It kind of fits pretty well.
Yeah.
So he also chooses to run off into Castle to see if he can try his luck at the lightly locked checks of Castle.
Makes the most sense. When you're a casino, it's like, either, like, in my opinion, the two best things to do is to go to the unhinted levels, or go to the early levels with comms that you didn't have before. They're really the only two things that make sense to me, because otherwise, you know, it's pure random at the end of the day. Alright, shout out Mike Champ telling me I have a second bingo.
Welcome to bonus stage.
Huge, huge. Wait, you're telling me that you can have other people run your bingo for you? Yeah, I should do that. Just send my bingo card to somebody else and be like, here, you do it. You tell me what I got.
I have no one else doing it,
Wait,
but
oh my god, that's...
people are telling me.
What is that Helm potion? It's a second snatch! We got a bingo! Yes!
Hey! Let's
Huge!
go!
Yes! Great success.
Also, that has to be Gorilla Grab and Helm.
Why? Why not Strong Kong?
Because, yeah, Barry has strong.
Oh, you're right. He did find that, didn't he? That was in a factory shop, I believe.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That was the Diddy shop and factory. Which also would have been an excellent dive for an unhinted rocket barrel, but castle shops have more stuff. Maybe Charles just like forgot about it. I don't know. Castle shops do have more stuff. I mean, he found 2 potions there, so like that's pretty solid odds.
Wait, I just noticed something. Barry left Castle?
Yeah, I think he went into Castle Lobby to try and pull the item, pull the trombone here, because now he's come back to Caves Lobby to break out the boulder tech.
Yeah.
This twirl is doable without the boulder, but it's a lot easier with the boulder. I like the boulder.
Oh yeah, Boulder makes it so that you can almost just land on the ground, while without Boulder you, for the most part, need to tag to Chunky and hope to grab.
The slopes are
Although
not-
it seems the hardest part is getting on the boulder.
It kind of is though. It kind of is. All right. There you go. He has skipped a rocket barrel to get his trombone, and he'll just keep trucking along to go get key 7. But then it's like, what do you do with rocket barrel? Oh, he might be living in the world where it's in Helm. He's cooking. He's still living in that world. Oh boy.
I hope that going through his mind isn't yes, this trombone that I got from a rocket check is gonna give me trombone in hell.
Yeah, well the problem
I
is
better get
that
rocket barrel in hell.
the really annoying thing is that the potion is in Diddy's room, so you don't even get the satisfaction of seeing the potion. You just kind of get screwed.
That is true. Alright, this is looking like it's probably going to be a roughly 121 time by Charles, I'm going to say.
That's very fast, very fast.
Alrighty, so what does Barry do now? Does Barry go and try to find Rocket and Castle? Seems to be.
Place makes the most sense. Unfortunately for him, his opponent is in Helm, which is a bit of a oof. Rocket Barrel is all he needs, though. And, I mean, he may realize that, oh, it actually can't be in Helm, because if it were in Helm, then the Rocket Barrel is on the path to Key 7 and Lanky K. Rool. So if it were in Helm, that Monkey Port hint would also have to point to Key 7 and Lanky K. Rool, and, well, it just doesn't, so...
But this is also a testament to a lot of runners nowadays. Is I don't know if you remember, Laura, but back in the Season 2 days, when you had a casino, the best time people got were like 240s. Now, we have a casino here, and oh, would you know, in Helm at 180, in K. Rool at 118.
Jeepers.
It's
Right.
kind of ridiculous.
If he's not broke, this is his Rocket Barrel, which is great news. He has barely enough money. Excellent coin management to barely have enough there. Whew.
Perfect.
Gets away with one. And he's off. He's got to work his way to 64. He's at 60 in one blueprint. A little bit of a hike, but we got the castle shop downstairs to solve. And I guess he could do more of the surroundings. Running around the surroundings is kind of slow, though. I don't know. Bit of an awkward spot for him. Is he dropping frames? Give me those frames back. What are you doing?
Yeah,
Give me that.
It's completely gone for me too.
Give me that. Give him back. He stole them. Alert.
Uh-oh.
Not bad. Yeah, we're chilling. Are we chilling? Come on. Rain
Alright, I
it.
think it's... Oh, no, never mind.
Good for me. We're so back.
Alrighty. And this is the last banana. No, this is the second last banana.
this the end? Is this the last phase?
This
is,
is
yeah.
indeed the last phase.
Man, he just blitzed through home. I mean, it's a quick K. Rool fight. We got Diddy, Chunky, Lanky. These are 3 quick phases. I guess anything that tiny is quick. Bang! That is time for Charles at a 120-25. He takes first place in this match, and he moves on. Losers semifinals. He will face Connor 75, Season 2 champion. There you go. And Barry sees it's done and is like, "Yep, I've seen enough." He does not feeling compelled to fight his way through Helm when the seed is complete. And that's a wrap on that. We'll see if we can pull these guys in for an interview. I got some questions for him, that's for sure. Right. Let's go track down the dudes. Hello, you're joined by Charles. Charles Jarls.
Hey, GG's.
Today's winner. We're
Yeah,
gonna
GG's.
GG's. We'll get Barry in a second, probably. That is a nice win for you, Chief. Well done. Hey, where'd Barry go?
Thank you.
I lost him. There he is. All right, we got him.
Hey, Martin.
Hello.
Hello there.
Hello.
GG.
GG, Charles. I
Yeah.
feel like I got outplayed by the best player, so that's I mean, so cool.
Ah, that's alpha.
Whew.
Yeah, and I feel like I've been playing sloppy ever since the beginning. Okay, and I made the decision to go to Galleon first because I got that punch in Galleon lobby. Okay.
I don't hate it. I don't
Yeah.
hate it. That's for sure.
Yeah, just to pull something. And then I left after peeking the shop or whatever. And, yeah. It would have been so good if I would have gotten that feather early.
Yeah, Feather would have been nice, but even still, then you need Hunky to get DK. Like, Feather didn't do that much for you immediately.
Oh, yeah, but, like, I feel like that was, like, last location. For me.
Okay,
Feather.
here's question number 1. Charles, did you see what was in the stump?
A white potion.
Oh, you did see it.
Yeah, I did see it.
And you didn't go back for it?
No, I remembered it because my plan was going to testing because it was hinted. As I was heading there, I was like, "Oh, I have mini now, and there's a white potion there." Well, I go back to it.
If it matters, and then turns out it didn't matter. Alright, you know, fair enough. I'll give you that.
Okay. Because, yeah, none of us, like, the 2 of us didn't see the white potion, and since you left, it was like, oh, okay, well, there's clearly nothing there. And then Barry gets mini and starts going there. We're like, huh? What's going on here?
Wait a minute. We've been bamboozled.
Yeah. And
Just 2
I
steps
the
ahead.
new Riley now.
I mean, the fairies were brutal, that's for sure.
Oh, man.
That's
Yeah.
Oh,
That had me worried.
that hurt.
I was just exiting the Igor Temple with Chunky, and it had a fairy in the barrel. And the next thing I did was check the feather cage because I was trying to look for GBs, and I was like, "Oh, hey, let's just peek this fairy and see what it has. It has a key."
Well,
Oh no!
Yeah, that hit pack was absolutely disgusting. Bosses to 6 and 7, and BFI to 4. And at that point, Barry already had Pineapple, and Charles, I assume. Did you have a feeling what Pineapple was early, or was it not?
Yeah, I knew it was early because it locked DK. Because of minigame. So I just wanted to get it hinted to me, just in case.
I think thinking
Very
about it, it was only on the boss. I guess for you it could have been an upper production, because
Yeah.
it's very funny. You both had an upper production Kasplat incident, and Barry went back for it,
man.
but Charles just left it.
I went
Was like,
back
I hope
for
it's
it.
not good.
Yeah. Oh man, I hate that.
Oh man, that'd be a soul crusher. Something in the
That dude have a
production.
good name.
Boy, because
That dude have a name.
I don't know, but he's awful. That's what that is. Is that the Undertaker?
We got Kevin. We got LeBron.
Yeah, the Undertaker dropping you 17 feet through Hell in a Cell.
And y'all are naming every Kasplat in the entire game. I'm not going to be able to keep up with that.
Oh, the Undertaker's the
I
cage.
have Kevin, and I have Kasplat 1, Kasplat 2, Kasplat 3, Kasplat 4.
I'd settle for that guy, that dude. Him, them. I named one Dave. Bonus points if you know which one. It's ancient lore at this point. You'll never know.
Yeah. But yeah, no, GG's.
I think the critical moment of, I think, Charles' route was just completely ignoring the worm. I was like, this is kind of crazy, but like, I think it's right. Like, if you've solved the seed and put balloons specifically on the worm, it's absolutely skippable, and not doing the worm is crazy, but like...
Yeah, I knew it was balloon.
That's kind of smart. It kind of works.
Yeah.
And reading from the hints, I figured it was a Rocket Barrel Casino, because none of it fit.
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
all
you
your...
You had Punch from early lobbies, and then I led the Hunky, and that's only Bad Diddy and Chunky, so...
Yeah, all your DDK roll hints point at Peanuts on Kosher Dirt.
Yeah,
I
wasn't thinking about that.
Yeah, you had no DDK roll hints otherwise, so it was like, well, I hope Rocket Barrel turns up somewhere that's not too bad to get to. I mean, it kind of showed up in like the first place anyone might look is unhinted castle shops. Pretty good. Could have gone back to the factory shop, but there's just more checks in castle, I suppose.
Yeah, for a while I was trying to cook that Rocket was in Helm because you had a lot of Horde hints and port to Diddy. I was like, well, what are the odds of that? And then it kind of just went, okay, no, never mind, that's not the case.
I was grabbing Helm, I think.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of evil. That's the nature with anything in Helm, really.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it was either this round or the round after, where... Actually, no, it was this exact same round in Season 2. The exact same thing happened. It was... I believe it was Kuiper versus... what was their tag? I forget who it was. If anyone can remember, remind me. But, Kuiper lost because there was a Mini Monkey or a Rocket Barrel unhinted in Hell. And that was the game decider.
It rings a bell, but I don't exactly remember the match. I don't know. You're dropping ancient lore on me here.
Yeah, that's too ancient for me.
The before times.
Yeah.
Before the beautiful, glorious spaghetti that is multi-path hints.
Oh, yeah. Now, multi-path hints are great.
Oh, I hated it, path hints, when I started. It was so confusing, but it's great now when you have a good understanding of it.
It just works, man. It just works. It's a thing of beauty. I love it.
Yeah.
No bias at all. I just love it for what it is. No other reasons. Nevertheless, Charles, you have won this match. You will advance to face Connor 75, Season 2 champion in loser semifinals.
Hate him.
Any thoughts on the impending absolute heater of a matchup?
Yeah, that's gonna be a rough one. I see Connor as the best player, so
he's pretty good.
He got more experience with Season 3. I believe he got this.
He's got more experience, which is the game.
Connor has more experience at everything about DK64, but Charles has the Season 3 advantage.
There you go, the randomizer edge. Randomizer diff.
Yeah.
It can happen. Nevertheless, we will get that match scheduled and coming your way soon enough on DK64 Speedruns. Make sure you're following the channel if you're watching and enjoyed what you saw here. And if you're watching on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe. You know the drill. Ah, man, I've snuck you know the drill into the like, comment, subscribe spiel. It's like the fourth thing now. And then I have this like awkward pause where I realize that every time, and you know what, YouTube, you're pretty tight. Do what you want, I guess. After liking, commenting, subscribing. Come on down to the Discord, discord.dk64randomizer.com. Fun time here. You can generate your own seed on dk64randomizer.com. Unbelievable. Good times had by all. It's fun, I promise. It's my favorite puzzle game. It's real. It's bean real. We have acquired the bean. Barry, you can take home the moral victory on that one for actually purchasing the bean.
Well, I only did it because I knew I was behind.
You still remain the people's champion in our hearts.
Okay, yeah.
A good thing I didn't buy it, because then I would be even more broke with Lanky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
nevertheless.
Yeah, I cannot believe that lack of being able to purchase Rocket is what cost you a sub 120.
The money, oh, the money, it's good. That's good. We're all wrapped up here. We're gonna send you off for the evening to our one and only Season 2 champion, Connor75, the aforementioned. Send you off there. Thanks for watching. Barry, Charles, it's been a pleasure. Spike, always
Thanks
fun.
for having me.
Always fun on the mic.
Always a pleasure. Great times, Larock. Always have
Yes,
fun
sir,
with
yes, sir.
commentating here.
We'll see you in the next one. Make sure you're watching the Discord. You want to know when the next one is. I do not actually know when it is. Woo! It's very fun. Huzzah. But we'll see you then, whenever it is. Have a good one.
Morning.
Good morning.